I'm back and I'm back and I'm back and welcome back to the show. Another video and a brand new episode. Hey yo, right now I am crazy hype about Metal Gear. So this is what I'm playing today is Metal Gear Ground Zeroes, which I actually played the other day. It's a pretty long video. I ain't gonna front on it. I'm gonna kind of talk about the video a little bit, and I'm kind of talk about my excitement and my expectations for this game that's coming out in a couple of weeks, and try to hit you up on reasons why I haven't uploaded any videos this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this Metal Gear. Man, I'm telling you right now, I am super hyped for this game. I'm super pumped for this game. And right now, like I said, I'm playing Ground Zeroes. If you got an Xbox One or a PS4, hey, yo, it's free right now. I know it's free on the Xbox One, so I'm assuming that it's free on the PS4. I think that you should get a chance to. If you get a chance to, go ahead and download the game. It's free right now. And get used to the mechanics, because this game is not something that's like a normal shooter. I can't really explain it. It's Metal Gear. Metal Gear always have some kind of different kind of world in it. If you're not familiar with Metal Gear games, now only problem with this game is the fact that this game is getting a lot of hype. So just like The Witcher 3 or Titanfall, a lot of people are going to play this game and they're not gonna probably enjoy it. And that's because they probably don't understand the Metal Gear universe and how weird it is, but it's highly exciting. And this is the conclusion of the game, which is the middle part of the story if you've been following the game. So, and I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. And if you really want some more stuff on it, on the story of Metal Gear, go to Eligible Monster and Young Yeah. I'll probably put their link down in the description. You go see these guys down there. They really do a really good job on the story and the story behind Metal Gear. And they actually put them in chronological order, because the game didn't come out in chronological order. And as you can see, this is the final game in the in the Metal Gear series, dealing with Snake and Big Boss and those guys like that. Quickly with this game here, I haven't played this game in a couple of months, and just give you little words of warning, I guess. I played very terrible in the beginning, and I know if you watch other videos on that, you're probably going to see other people speed run through it and do amazing things. You won't see that here in this video, but I do get a whole lot better at the end, and I kind of look like Jack Bauer going through, if I may say so myself. So anyway, like I said, the game releases on September 1st. I actually tried to get that day off of work, but of course I can't get that day off. My boss won't let me. I don't know why he's being such a tyrant. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just in case if he's listening. Because he is on my Facebook page. When I do upload this video, I do share it to my personal Facebook page. So anyway, this game, man, my God. I really can't explain how good this game is and how wonderful this game is. But one problem that I'm having with this game that I don't think a lot of people are talking about or will talk about, how much is too much of a good game. And the reason why I'm saying that, I still haven't beat The Witcher 3 yet. I know that's sad, and that's real sad, for the simple fact that I haven't beaten it yet, and I've had that game since launch. It is a whole lot of game. It's a whole lot of game, and it's a whole lot of game, especially for the value of $60 for the game. And they haven't even released the expansion packs. I don't think so yet. They haven't released those yet. And I still haven't beaten that game. That game is something that I have to be fully vested in, because the storylines are so good and they're really rich, and it's hard to play a game that's that's not like a quick. I guess we done got so used to ADHD type gameplay, for as the simple fact that we get in there, we play 10 maybe 20 hours at the most, even at the extreme most, usually like 30 hours, then we're done with the game. Then you go into multiplayer or you move on to something else. Now, like The Witcher 3, it's a lot of game. I don't know how many hours I put in that game, but I know I'm probably about 2/3 through with that game. And again, it's one of those games where I actually have to sit down and pay attention to the game. Like if I play Mortal Kombat, which is a game that I love and I hate, and then I just love it again, so I keep playing it. I don't have to pay attention too much. I can throw my music on. I can watch YouTube in the background, be on the telephone or something, and be playing the game. It's not a big deal. But something like The Witcher 3, I have to be really vested and listen to the storylines and see what's going on, because my actions do have consequences in the world. Now, I know I'm talking a lot about Witcher 3, and this is why I'm drawing similarities to Metal Gear. Now, Metal Gear this year, unlike any other Metal Gear game, it's going to be an open world sandbox. As you can see, I'm running around, getting shot right here. Still trying to figure out the controls. I was doing very terrible. I actually edited out some other stuff, and I didn't want you guys to see what I did because I was truly struggling in the beginning. So, but Metal Gear this year is a full sandbox type game, and it's a game that requires patience, especially if you want to play this game the correct way. Well, I guess you can play it any kind of way you want. You can go guns blazing, or you do like I do and just keep getting caught up. But it's a stealth game, so you have to sneak in and complete your mission and try not to get any kind of alerts. So this is a fair warning to anybody that I know. If you ever get caught and you get caught and go into a POW camp, don't look for me to come get you. Because if you're looking for me to sneak you out of there, that's not going to happen, my friend. That is not going to happen for the simple fact that if I have to sneak you out of there, it's either going to be gun blazing, everybody going to know, or we just won't make it at all. I'm just telling you. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But anyway, this game here, like I said, it's going to be a huge chunk, a huge play space. And this right here is just Guantanamo Bay. I think it is called Guantanamo Bay in this Ground Zeroes, but I'm not sure. And this place is huge. It is really huge. And I can imagine with Afghanistan and Africa and these other landmarks where you're going to get to play, how huge they are and the different replayabilities that you're going to have for this game. Now, in my opinion, this was the game that I've been most anticipating, because I think this game is going to be Game of the Year. Honestly, I really do believe that this game is going to be Game of the Year. And this was my pick early on. I guess that's a stretch, but I'm really a big fan of Metal Gear. And what I love about Metal Gear, and what I love about Hideo Kojima, who is the creator of Metal Gear, and he's also the creator, I believe, of the stealth genre. He's one of the ones who initially invented the stealth genre, the stealth gameplay that everybody come to know and love, and he's really perfected this in this game. And what I like about Metal Gear, which true gearheads I would like to call them, what they don't like about what the direction is that you can still play the game how you want. You can go guns blazing. If you go guns blazing, you're gonna have more of the enemy coming after you. It's gonna make it a little bit harder going through. But the gearheads, they really want the whole thing to be stealth, and there's some really good players who play this game, and they are really good at just stealthing their way throughout the whole thing. Me, I want a good balance. I want to be able to, I don't want my game to be over just in case I screw up on a stealth mission because I didn't see this guy looking at me. But again, like I said, this game requires a lot of patience. Like I said, this going through this, it took me about an hour just to get through this mission, which is the biggest mission in this Ground Zeroes, when you have to go save Paz, and I think the guy's Rico, or whatever his dang name is, Paco or something. Sorry if I'm getting the name wrong, but you have to go save these guys, and it takes a long time, and you really kind of got to plan out your attack and how you're going to distract guards. The guards are not really dumb. The AI is not like the brightest AI in the world, but also I'm only playing on a normal difficulty, not something that's hard. So the guard play could be better. I'm not sure. But you really kind of have to think about what you're going to do before you do it, and how not to get caught and how not to draw attention to yourself when you play in Metal Gear. So, but getting into some of the stuff about Metal Gear, why I love Metal Gear so much. Now, I became a fan of Metal Gear way back. God, man, this was back when I think it was off the PlayStation 1. I actually remember renting this game. I remember going to, I think we had Movie Gallery or something. I rented this game. I just rented it out of the blue. I wasn't even interested in it at first, but there was nothing else there. So I was like, dog, I want to play this game, see what it's about. Nobody was talking about it. And I remember when I rented the game and I started playing it, I was like, oh my God, what is this? Especially on PS1 graphics at the time. You sitting there, when you first saw it, you thought this was looking like 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's no joke. Games always, especially old games, always live better in your memory than what they actually look like. I'm telling you, for real. But in our mind, it was like, it might as well have been 1080p, 60 frames per second, or 2K or whatever. So anyway, I remember playing this game and I'm going through it, and the storyline is really wild and wicked, but I'm just enjoying the stealth gameplay and the shooting mechanics. And when you got some of these guys with the Metal Gear, in the Metal Gear universe, it's not only just stealth related. Some of the stuff is like supernatural stuff that happened, but it's over the top, but it's not over the top it's kind of hard to explain. If you like Japanese anime, you kind of understand what I'm saying. Like a character named Vamp, who's really not a vampire. You just think he can't die, but kind of find out he has, like most of them, most of the guys, they have nanomachines in their body, so which helps repair their body. So that's what that's what that does. So I was like, okay, and genome soldiers. Didn't know what the world a genome soldier was, and basically those are soldiers who are clones of Big Boss trying to become super soldiers. So I'm sitting here like, yo, I'm thinking that this is fake. So when I go to college, I'll go off to college in 2001. I mean, yeah, was it 1999, 2000, somewhere around there. I started college late. I didn't go right in, right in after high school. So I was going to college. I said, I'm gonna look up nanomachines. And I said that because what Hideo's putting in this game is not real. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking up nanomachines and couldn't find out back then that technology did exist and they were working on to perfect it. So then I started looking up, genome soldiers. And that's when they're trying to find these super soldiers with the best genes. And guess what, guys? That stuff does exist. They have soldiers like that. It's similar, but it's not quite as spectacular as Hideo Kojima has placed in his games, but it's similar with those guys that they train for the Navy SEALs, the Delta Force with Army and those guys like that. These secret, I don't say secret societies, but I'm gonna get in that too later. But these secret super soldiers, that stuff is real. They train these soldiers and they test their genes and they try to figure stuff out. I mean, I can't go into the whole details because I'm not very well versed in that, but I can say the stuff that Kojima put out, I'm surprised he hasn't gotten in trouble, but I guess it's so far out there that people don't see it. And one of the big topics that has been going on lately, if you, especially like me, if you like listening to conspiracy theories and things of that nature, you also have things that come across as simple as what they would call the Illuminati. I know everybody's heard of that name and heard of that term, and everybody have all these different beliefs about who they are and what they are, or the CFR, and the Bilderberg groups and those type of groups like that, and the Trilateral Committee and things like that. But just to keep it simple, something like the Illuminati is represented in this game as the Patriots, as I believe. And the Patriots are this unseen group that controls events of the world pretty much. And basically Snake or Big Boss in this case, you're going through, you're kind of working behind the scenes to keep the public out of it, of what you're really working on to help humanity. So it's kind of weird though to see that, and everybody has all these different ideals, especially when it comes to Big Boss and Zero. They have these two different ideals that they believe that the boss, which you don't know, if you don't know who the boss is, she is the one who was killed by Big Boss, aka Snake. It gets very convoluted. The guy who I'm playing in the game right now, he gets killed and he becomes Big Boss, but she actually died for her country. So he's trying to set a world in the image that he thought that she wanted the world to be, where people have choice. And Zero is on the opposite end, which he loved Boss too at the same time, and he's trying to create a world that's more controlled, in a sense of like things that we see now. If you're not familiar with the book 1984, you should see it, should read it, or there's a movie out about it too as well. Just to give you a sense of 1984, if you ever seen that movie, the Lego movie, for an example, at the beginning when they said everything is awesome, they sang something, everything is awesome, something, 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 but everything is awesome. I know, like I said, I sound so good when I sing. I sound fantastic. I'm going on American Idol. I am going on American Idol, and I'm going to win. But I digress. But when they're singing that song, everything is awesome. And you see how everybody don't really have any thoughts. They don't have any, I don't want to say thoughts. They don't have any free will. They have to believe whatever the government or whatever the entity who's in charge of everything, they have to believe what they say is real. And you find out when you wake up, you don't see everything that way. You don't have freedom of expression, freedom of thoughts. But the sad thing about that's the way the world is going to now. And with political correctness and things of that nature. But I don't want to go too deep into that because that's not a whole nother story for a whole nother day, but that would cause more controversy and everything. And I don't have a PhD in that, so I can't go deep into that. There's other people that you probably can go to or check with to go into more detail and stuff like that. But basically around what's going on here with one of the main subplots, or maybe it might be the plot of the new Metal Gear that's coming out, and they're talking about language. Now, again, I'm not very versed in this, but from what I've gathered from the information that I did study, when it comes to language, it's not so much of what you speak, not what type of language you speak, but it is the control of what you say in the context of what you say. For an example, now, especially if you are on Facebook, now, if you think about this, you're on Facebook, people don't really attack you they don't attack you for what you say. Well, they do attack you for what you say, but like if you post something that goes into the politically correct realm, you get roasted. If you stand up for a belief that you believe in, you get roasted, and that's being controlled by the people. Now, imagine that if the government is controlling what you're saying and how you're saying it, and you can only say certain things. That would suck, especially being an American. You're used to saying whatever you want to say, although we always say, hey, you got the right to freedom of speech, but we don't understand that there's consequences behind what you say. But in a sense, we are getting to that point. And we are at that point now, because there are things now, if you post the wrong thing on Facebook or Twitter or any one of your social handles, now young people really understand what I'm telling you. When you get grown and you're out there in the workforce, believe me, I've seen it. People have lost their jobs because of what they said on Facebook, what they posted on Facebook or posted on Twitter. People have lost their jobs. You know what I'm saying? So be careful what you put out there. Be careful what you put on the internet. Think about before you send naked pictures. I know some of you guys or gals that's listening, some of y'all might do it. Don't do it. Do not do it, because once it's sent to cyberspace, it's always there in cyberspace. So be careful of that. So anyway, excuse me, I just had to clear my throat. I apologize for that. But anyway, getting more back into the gameplay. Kind of going to focus on it right now, because like I said, I'm super excited for this game, and I'm sorry for weighing you down with the political talk or whatever kind of, I guess, conspiracy theory thoughts or what have you, but I just want to kind of get that off my chest. I wish I could have done it more cohesively. But anyway, look at this here, man. Look what I do. I found that place where you turn out the lights. There's so many different ways in the environment of this game where you can manipulate stuff, because I felt this part so many times because I didn't know you could turn off the lights and turn off the cameras. So like I said, this is when I started getting into being like Jack Bauer. You feel me? Look at that. Look at that, man. Just sneaking behind dude right here. Watch me get it. Watch me get it. Look at it. Watch this. Man, give it up, homie. Give it up. That's what I'm talking about right there. So, again, what I'm saying, this game is going to be so freaking awesome. The interrogation, you can find different loot by interrogating people. There's more stuff to this game, like you can Fulton players. You can take them back to your base. Like I said, it's going to be more of a, when you play Metal Gear in this game, it's going to be more of a, you are going to be a leader of your small little world at Mother Base. And Mother Base is going to be like your main hub where you can build technologies and things like that to go into the field, different suits, different guns, all kinds of different mechanics you're going to have basically, like I said, a city that's out on the water, and it's called Outer Heaven. And it's basically going to be heaven out there. You're going to be able to get animals from dogs, sheep, wolves, horses, helicopters. You have to get weapons to protect your base, build new technologies to protect your base. You can go attack your friend's base or other people's bases in this world of Metal Gear. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait till this game come out. It's going to take up so much time. So much time. And that's what I'm worried about. If I'm going to have time to finish this game. And I really do want to finish this game. And again, like I said, I think this game is going to be, game of the year. And I think it's going to have to really depend not only the gameplay. I think the gameplay is going to be solid. I think what's going to come down to is how the storyline is going to be followed. It's going to be way overly convoluted where people don't understand it. and then that could weigh it down for not winning game of the year. That could always be a problem. And then you got Fallout 4 coming out at the end of the year. You know, Fallout 4, I have never been a big Fallout fan, but Bethesda do make some really good games. Like Skyrim was pretty cool. It just got to a point where I just got tired of playing it. God, I guess that's a long running theme of getting tired of playing games. So that's why I'm wondering again, is a game too big? If it is too big, is that a problem? Because we do complain about games that are too short. You know, you get a game and it's like, wow, you play 5 hours and it's done. Battlefield Hardline. So glad I didn't buy you, because it basically was an expansion pack to Battlefield. You know what I'm saying? So is it too big? That's what I'm wondering. Again, is the game going to be too big, too much, too convoluted to play? Then how many other games you're going to play? Because another game that I'm actually excited for is NBA Live. NBA Live. I haven't played NBA Live. I take that back. I did buy NBA Live 15 last year because I was getting fed up with 2K. I do like 2K, but their servers are terrible. And before they patched it again, I stopped playing it for a while. So I got NBA Live. It was like $5 or something from the EA Sports thing, the Sports Hub, and then they had a sale for like $20, and I copped it for that. And I played it for a while. It looks good, but it was too stiff, so I went back to playing NBA 2K, and 2K was fantastic. But this year, Live looked like it's on point. I'm telling you, NBA Live looked like it's on point. What's funny though, like this year, Madden comes out next week. Come to think about that, Madden does come out next week, and I'm not excited about getting Madden. And I looked at Madden last year, and I got Madden last year. Madden actually was a much better game last year than the previous titles for Madden. And then I looked at my save plays. The last time I had really fully played, invested in Madden, was September the 14th or 15th of last year. That was $63 down the drain, $64, $65. That's including tax. Down the drain, because I didn't play that game much. I think the last time I honestly played an exhibition game was in December of last year. And I put some up because I've been doing my Jaguars talk. So I don't know if I'm going to get Madden next week or not. I doubt that I will, but I am getting Gears of War, and I'm getting that just because of nostalgia purposes, and I want to play it and relive some of them old good times from Gears of War when I first hopped on the multiplayer. And I'm definitely going to do a video for that. It's going to be a much better commentary for that, because that was a game that I truly did love playing. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of good games coming out this year, and next year is looking really good. And it's going to be hard to play all these games, especially with me, with somebody who got a full-time job to buy these games. Look at this dude. I know this dude was mad. This dude walking up the stairs, he was like, yo, I just got paid. It's Friday night, and I'm finna get it in. He turned around and it's me. It's like, come on, man. Are you serious? You can't be serious right now. But like I said, I got into my Jack Bauer mode right here. And I was just, boom, lacing them out. Trying to get this girl out of here, trying to save her life and everything else like that. And watch me go crazy boss on this. Now I'm looking for that guy. I know I saw him earlier. Look at that. He come upstairs. He don't even know what's going on. That was just pretty sad. 2 shots to the throat and he was done. He was done. I said, come on, Paz, let's get out of here. I'm interested to see what they're going to do in the rest of the series with Paz. Because Paz played an integral part in it was one of the portable games that was really good. I never did play it because I just don't like portable games, but I saw the storyline for it and it was actually pretty interesting, and how big of an impact Paz has. Now look at this here. I'm trying to escape. I got this chick on my back. But look at Boss, man. Look at he is running with this chick. That's why I said, if you ever get caught, don't look for me to come save you, because this is what it's going to look like. If I have to carry you, especially if I got to carry you on my shoulders like this with the fireman's carry, man, I'm going to drop the AA on you like like John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 dun. You hear the music playing and everything when I drop the AA on you. For real. I'm not running with you on my shoulders like that. Man, I don't know why that dude didn't kill me. I bet you if I played on the hardest level, I'd have been done like 2 shots. Like I said, I didn't even know where I was going. All the thing I knew is, okay, let me go ahead and find the marker and let's go there. And I was like, okay, I know where I am. But it was just like a boss. Look at that. That's your boy King Bean. Look at that. Just look at Boy, running like a boss. Well, he should play for the San Francisco 49ers. Heck, come play for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Be a running back here. Just throw the old girl down on the ground, waiting on the chopper to get there. Get to the chopper. Sorry about the bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation. But there we go again. This is pretty much the finally got through this mission or whatever. It's pretty much over. And despite all my failures on here, I was actually surprised that I got a B rating. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let y'all wait till the end to see my rating. I got a B rating. Really? I was like, really? I played terrible. I don't know how many times I got caught. Some of the stuff y'all guys didn't even see because I edited it out. And I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like to lie in my videos or lie in life. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of stuff that I had that I did that was not very good at being a secret spy, trying to break somebody out of a prison base. So again, I state again, if you guys get caught, don't call me. But we're coming up on the end of the video. Sorry about it being so long, but I love Metal Gear. And it's your boy King Bean. Thank you guys for watching. I'll holler at you dudes later. It is one love and peace.